Hey everybody, just want to kind of talk to you guys about the new assignment that has been posted. So I'll just need everybody to go ahead and log into their Google Classroom. This is what their Google Classroom should look like or similar to this. Guys, there are a lot of new assignments that I've posted, so please pay attention in this video so you'll know what exactly to do first and where to start. So the very first thing I want you to do, I've actually moved it to the top of the stream. So this should be the first thing that you see, which is here. So it says use this video to get to know Langston Hughes before you complete the 3 assignments under this tab. You will be completing the assignments on CommonLit, not on Edulastic. Then complete the assignment titled Literary Analysis Task Using Poetry. I will attach the PDF in case parents would like to print them out. So basically all this is saying in a nutshell, if you notice here, I've posted a YouTube video about Langston Hughes as well as a YouTube video about wheelchair basketball champs. Both of these videos are going to be relevant to the text that you will be completing and using. So please watch both of those videos before you complete any of the actual assignments. You'll also notice that there are 3 different CommonLit assignments here. These will not bring you into CommonLit. These are simply the PDFs. They will pull up, look like this. If for some reason one of your parents would like to print it and you want to be able to have a hard copy. I am not so much worried about these discussion questions here. However, it would be amazing if parents would take out the time to read the text with the students as well as complete these discussion questions with them. Just to have communication, keep them on task, keep them on topic. Looking for grade level appropriate vocabulary. Did they repeat before they started speaking, or did they just simply start answering the question? Those are great things for you to look for if you would like to help out in that area. I do want you guys to pay attention to any constructive response questions that you come across. There are part A, part B questions. So this is the one for Harlem. The poem is pretty short. Here's the PDF for Sometimes a Dream Needs a Push. It is actually about a boy who just kind of has to change his life around after an accident happens. His name is Chris. The short story is actually the longest text that they'll have to work with here. Um, as you can see. It's about 6 pages long. And then that one might be worth printing out so they can go back to the actual text to answer the question. Um, if you pay attention, you'll see that the first story asked about what was the main idea of the poem, whereas this one is referring to what is the theme of the poem. And then for the short story. And then the last poem is called Dreams, also written by Langston Hughes, and it will ask for the main theme of the poem. In this particular case, all 3 are referring to the central message. So don't get confused there. Just make sure that you do your best. In reference to those things, gonna move along, go back to Google Classroom. So like I said, those are just the PDFs in case you would like to print those out to have a hard copy. Sometimes students just work better, they focus better when there's a paper copy in front of them. However, moving forward, when they leave 5th grade, everything will be technology based. So it's good to get them acclimated to those things. I will come back to those assignments. These are the actual links to the assignments to complete on CommonLit. Um, it will take them directly to the assignment. If I pull mine up, it'll look a little different because, again, of course, I have the teacher version. They will read the poems online. They will pull it up. They will give them guiding questions, guiding reading mode. This is to make them slow down while they're reading. Really pay attention to what they're reading. Until they get this question right, they cannot move on to anything else on CommonLit. After that, it will give them the assessment questions. It will also give you the standards that go along with that question. So RL.2 is actually RL.5.2. So it's grade 5, standard 2, in reading literature. So determine a theme or central idea of a text and how it is conveyed through the particular details. That's a skill that they're going to need moving forward. Part B, how does it support it? Question 3, this is talking about a simile using like or as, and then question 4. It asks you, how do the similes that the speaker uses throughout the poem contribute to the negative portrayal of deferred dreams? If you do not know what deferred means, look it up. Don't just try to answer the question off the top of your head. Look it up. So, how do the similes? Remember, similes compare two things that are alike or unlike. So, using the words like or as, how did the author or the speaker use similes here to talk to you or contribute or show you how it can be a negative thing when you defer your dreams? So, that's definitely something worth looking into if you need to know a better background of the word deferred. Like I said, mine is going to look a little bit different. So, if you're looking, and that is the assignment for Harlem. Then if you go here, sorry, those are just additional videos. This should be the short story. Sometimes a dream needs a push. Again, it will give them guiding questions. Cannot get through those guiding questions unless you get them correct to get to the assessment questions. All right, so it says, which of the following identifies the theme? Again, RL point 2 or grade 5, and then the actual standard. Which one of these gives, sorry guys, those are not, there we go. Which of these supports your answer from part A? Then you'll have to go to next. This one actually has 5 questions. What does she mean by this? We've talked about figurative language. What does it mean when they're saying what they're saying? What is the actual meaning? How does the scene contribute to the text? So this is about setting. This is a skill that they will need. And then how does Chris's dad's attitude change throughout the text? Please use evidence. In paragraph this, Chris's dad's attitude was this by this paragraph. So if you notice, they do number the paragraphs for them. It numbers every 5 paragraphs. So just be careful about when you go in to refer and do your text evidence here. I really want to see you guys complete these assignments. And then the last assignment is on dreams. Again, it'll have a set of guiding questions. Which sentence describes the main theme of the poem? Give us supporting details. The repeated phrase, what does it mean? Hold fast to dreams. How does it contribute to the poem? And then what does the poet mean? So there's a lot of figurative language here because, of course, it's poetry. It's going to have tons of figurative language. So it's going to be asking you how to break that down. You need to be able to do that. Last thing is after you've done, you clicked each one and it's opened up the assignment for you. The last thing I will need you to do is click this assignment here. If you don't want to scroll all the way down, you can go to classwork and click literary analysis task using poetry. I've set up the Google Doc to where it will automatically pull it up for you. You do not need to make a copy and then submit it. Once you put your answers in, it's going to automatically submit this to me. So make sure that this writing is done before you submit it. You won't have to attach it like sometimes we have to do when we open a new Google Doc and attach it to me. Here's your prompt. In Walter Dean Meyer's short story, sometimes a dream needs a push. A boy must change his approach to basketball when he loses the ability to walk. Using the short story, sometimes a dream needs a push, and the poems Harlem and Dreams, compare and contrast the central messages of all 3 texts. Please complete your do what chart. I even made you one so you don't have to do it yourself on paper. So you'll find your verbs. You know what you do. Do means actions. Find your verbs. What are you supposed to do? Then go fill in your what part of your chart. Make sure you look for what evidence. I've even included some key questions that may help you complete this writing. You will start your writing underneath your do what chart. So I actually I would really appreciate it if you guys would do your do what chart, just so I can make sure you guys are still on task. You still know what to do, what steps to take, so that we can make sure you guys are all set up. I'm going to upload this video to YouTube so that you can access it. And if you guys have any questions, you know where to find me.